Prepare yourself to be working for an extended time in a PAPR. Ensure all necessary tools and materials for the surgical operation are in the room prior to the PAPR donning process. Remove all personal items including phone, wallet, ID, pen, and jewelry, and store outside of the operating room or in a provided clear bin. Put on an N95 respirator and boot covers. Perform hand hygiene before starting. Remember that after your PAPR is on, you cannot leave the room. You should rely on runners to get things you need and assist you. It will be more difficult to communicate or hear what others are saying. Speak loudly and listen carefully. No music. All donning and doffing steps are done as a team with 2 or more people. Consider wearing long-sleeved button-up jacket under PPE blue gown. Do not turn your back to the patient once the PAPR is on. Do not open the OR door by backing into it while wearing PAPR. The circulating nurse is the first person to don PAPR, with the runner or scrub nurse assisting. The scrub nurse reads the PAPR donning instructions aloud to the circulating nurse from the laminated PAPR instruction card. Remove all personal items including phone, wallet, ID, pen and jewelry, and store outside the OR in the provided clear bin. Perform hand hygiene. Put on the first layer of non-sterile gloves. Turn on the PAPR by pushing the on button and check that the PAPR blower unit is functioning by performing an airflow check. The scrub nurse will confirm the airflow check has been completed. If using an airflow indicator or bullet, both lines of the airflow indicator should be visualized. Turn off the blower. Inspect the hood and PAPR tube. There should be no tears or loose seams in the hood or cracks or other damage in the breathing tube. Remove protective covering, if present, from face shield by peeling away the white paper covering from the face shield. Make sure the visor is intact and clear. Secure blower unit around waist with unit at the small of the back. Adjust straps so it does not slip down. Connect PAPR tube to the hood until it snaps. Turn on blower by pushing on button. Carefully don the hood, securing the headband inside the hood around the forehead. Make sure both the inner and outer bib are pulled down. Verify N95 respirator was not dislodged by performing a user seal check. The assistant ensures the PAPR tube is not twisted or kinked behind the wearer. Don a blue isolation gown over the hood with help from the assistant. The assistant may need to detach the PAPR tube, run it under the gown, and reconnect. The assistant ties the gown in the back and under the PAPR unit. Don outer non-sterile gloves. The scrub nurse then dons the PAPR with the runner assisting. The scrub nurse performs a surgical hand scrub. The team goes into the OR with the circulating nurse leading the way to open the door. Do not open the OR door by backing into it. The scrub nurse dons an extra-large surgical gown, which is secured at the neck around the PAPR tube by the circulating nurse. The scrub nurse then double gloves and waits to assist with the gowning and gloving of the surgeons. When spinning to tie the gown in the front, the assistant will ensure that the gown covers the PAPR unit and tubing. The anesthesia provider usually dons the PAPR after nursing. Donning is always completed with an assistant or as a two-person team following the same specific steps as circulating nurse. If an ID is necessary to open the anesthesia cart, place the ID in a sealable bag and place it on the anesthesia cart. Retrieve your ID prior to transporting the patient 30 minutes after extubation, with gloves and wiped with a SaniWipe. Surgeons usually don PAPR last. Always don with an assistant or as a two-person team following the same specific steps as the scrub nurse.